Most teams don't quite have the depth in S5s to be able to make that. And so we will have variation, and that will mean that the lead is likely to change several times in this race coming up.
Some countries will lead off with their higher numerical class swimmers, and some will finish with them. So, as you say, Giles, the lead could change with every leg potentially. You see there, Jose Maria Alcaraz for Spain, and S9 going into one of the closing legs there. Greece go in lane 2. Russia in lane 3. Ukraine go in lane number 4. Volodayko in the team there, they're going to be strong, aren't they? And Spain in lane number 5. Well, Spain are starting off with 2 lower class swimmers there, so they're going to be at a disadvantage in the early stages. The Russians starting with an S4, that's Lizikin. The Greeks could lead in the early stages. Nicholas Tsotras, an S7 on the opening leg for the Greek team. Of course, it is medley relay, so a combination of classes, of strokes. Teams will have had the calculators out for this one.
Yep, most teams probably managed to come up with somewhere in the region of 20 different combinations. Trying to find the right one. Different starts, of course, because different class swimmers going off. Well, Sostras at the top of your screen for Greece. He's an S7, so expect to see him take a big lead out. Greece really have to capitalise on the fact that they are burning through quite a lot of points on the very, very first leg here. And he is doing a good job. This race belongs to the Ukrainians, but we won't see them probably until we get at least through Komarov on the second leg and then Bohodayko on the butterfly. First changeover, it's a good one. Tsakis of Greece now in the water doing the breaststroke leg for them. He's an SB4, so the Greeks now have gone through 11 of their 20 points.
Close second, Russia and Ukraine absolutely together there. Ukrainians had a good start there with Komarov. He is an SB6 swimmer, and Luchin an SB5 swimmer. So Komarov coming away now. It's interesting that the Russians and Ukrainians have used exactly the same number of points there. As we thought, the Spanish will be well down in the early stages, may come back in the closing stages. The Greeks doing well though, but they will finish with an S3 swimmer, Ioannis Kostakis.
Well, it's Christakis now for Greece on the butterfly leg. The Greeks have got to build a huge lead if they're going to be able to hang on to this. And it is Bohodayko who is now in the water for the Ukraine. The devastating force that he is on butterfly as he now eats away at that lead that Greece have in the centre lane. Wonderful butterfly stroke that he's got now. Ukrainians are going to go on to an S4. The Greeks are going to go on to Kostakis, who's an S3. So they're actually fairly evenly matched.
Oh, Kostakis will lead for Greece, but immediately it is Derevitsky that goes in for Ukraine. Zhdanov going in for Russia now. This could be very, very close. Derevitsky on his way. Maria Alcaraz has brought Spain back into contention too. It's Spain against Russia, I think, for the silver, because Derevitsky is coming home for Ukraine. Both teams are closing up on the Greek team now. It looks like Rodriguez is going to come through for the silver for Spain. It looks like it is going to be gold to Ukraine. Derevitsky again is bringing the Ukrainian team home for another relay gold medal. Ukraine will take the title, and Spain the silver medal position. And just at the end, it is Zhdanov coming through for Russia. The Greeks tried everything, but in the end, it was 4th position.
Well, how many times do we see that in relay swimming, Paul? The team that takes the early lead, but does it at the expense of burning through points often. comes unstuck when you move on to the quicker strokes of butterfly and freestyle. Rodriguez of Spain there. They've done well to take a medal out of this event. It really was Ukraine, and once they'd managed to deploy Bahodeko on the butterfly, they really were unassailable.
That's Zidanov there. Here's the final changeover now. Kostakis was in first position there for Greece. He's an S3 swimmer, and immediately the S4 swimmer goes past him. Derevinsky, who's been in great shape this week, already a gold medalist from today, and he leads the Ukrainian team home. The swimmers in the higher class catching him. Rodriguez, an S5 swimmer, coming back, but the damage was done. Ukraine were away and clear, and it is gold. Derevinsky bringing them home. I think he's quite happy about that.
Big celebration. Fabulous feeling to be part of a relay team and bringing it home for your country, not just for yourself as an individual.
Ukraine are the European champions in 2:43.